Hey everybody, this is Thomas, and welcome to another episode of Unsealed. On this episode, we're going to unseal a Game Boy Advance game, Monopoly. Okay, so here we have Monopoly on Game Boy Advance, factory sealed. Or is it? I'm really excited about this episode. Before we unseal it, I'd like to show an example of what should be inside of a complete in-box Game Boy Advance game. There is one slight issue though with my example, is that I don't actually have the game itself, but I have everything else that's supposed to go with it. So we have Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls for Game Boy Advance. There should be the cardboard that holds the game inside. There should be the manual itself, a health and safety booklet. These next two things may or may not be inside this one. It could be some sort of variation of it, but generally some sort of advertisements are in there. A My Nintendo one was in this one, which also has a sign up for Nintendo Power, as well as an ad for the Game Boy player. So, most, if not all, of these things should be in this one as well. We'll see though. What really caught my eye with this, because I'm not one to claim that I know what a factory sealed game looks like, because it's really hard to tell. They're very easily faked, and I think this is actually a really great example of one that they clearly didn't try to make it look factory sealed too much. Now, why do I say that? Well, first, the box is crushed, even though that the wrapper for the seal isn't. It really should have been warped a little bit with the crushing of the system. But maybe for whatever reason, it wasn't. You know, fair enough. The sealing itself is very professionally done. It looks like something that came from Nintendo. But when you turn it around, yeah, that shouldn't be in there. Also, I'll grant people that the H-seam isn't here. This was just factory sealed on all sides, but it wasn't given an H-seam, which all Nintendo games do have. But even that is easily faked. Why it wasn't here, I don't know. I don't know why they bothered sealing it if they're not trying to make it look like a factory seal. But to me, this then obviously came from some sort of store, and they felt like sealing it again. But yeah, let's open this sucker and see what it looks like inside. Gonna need the scissors again. Let's see, where's a good spot to open. Yeah, let's peel up there a little bit. Alrighty. Let's see, get a little bit more there. Come on. There we go. Again, this is the kind of seal that likes to peel. Alrighty. Alright. There's that piece of paper. Nothing else on the back of it. Okay. The seal is gone. Where to open it without ruining it further. Let's see. Okay. What do we got? Ooh. Okay. We got the health and safety thing. It's a different material though. This one was printed like on regular paper. The one from the Final Fantasy one was printed on gloss, like the manual is. Okay, got the manual. What else? Come on. Come on. There we go. Got the game. Inside a little plastic bag. It's good quality, yeah. Still looks good. Interestingly, don't have any of the advertisements though, and where the game was being held isn't like the other one. There should have been one of these holding it, because this is where the game would go, but this wasn't in there. Instead, there's a little corner, but there are Game Boy Advance games that were packaged like this, to be fair. So this is probably the original case that came in. Otherwise, that'd be really hard to to do if it wasn't. But yeah, everything important was there, but this was not a factory sealed game. How about that?